Tonight is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk Counties, Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. The mother of a Maine woman who was reported missing from Long Island last year says the family has been told her remains were among those found on a Suffolk County beach. The victim's mother said today that police notified her son about 22-year-old Megan Waterman's body being among those dumped on Long Island's South Shore. Waterman reportedly advertised as an escort on Craigslist and visited the New York City area regularly to meet with clients. Waterman was last seen at a hotel in Hauppauge last June. Police accidentally discovered the bodies in December. They were strewn over a quarter-mile stretch of marshy grasslands, overgrown shrubbery and seagrass near Gilgo Beach on Ocean Parkway. A Facebook page targeting Long Island high school girls over alleged sexual activity has now been removed. According to Newsday, a student says it was called Nassau County's Nasty List and featured female students from other area high schools as well. It's reported officials at Uniondale High School don't know who created the page. They gave a report to Nassau County Police last week, and the page came down after law enforcement was told. Authorities haven't charged anyone in connection with the page. The report has been given over to the Computer Crimes Unit. A search today showed that that page on Facebook was blank. Well, Nassau County says major crimes dropped by more than 10% last year. And as Olivia Evita reports, police are crediting technology with helping them track down criminals.
When it comes to crime, Nassau is the safest place in the U.S. for a county its size. That according to Nassau officials who say car thefts, robberies, and rapes all decreased in 2010.
At a time when many areas and communities around the country are seeing an increase in crime, here in Nassau County, even given the economy, we are seeing a decrease in crime.
Officials say crime has gone down almost 11%, and they say that's largely due to the use of new technology. Nassau police have developed a system that they say uses old police reports to determine where new crimes might happen.
The predictive analysis component can actually tell the officer where we think the next crime is going to occur.
And the commissioner gave us an example of how a report, which seemed to have nothing to do with the new case, in fact did.
A couple of analysts picked up on that report in December and trying to tie it into this pattern of pocketbook snatches.
If I wanted that wanted poster out there, I'd make hundreds of copies, I'd put it into police cars, I'd have to distribute it manually, paper, paper, paper. This is green. There ain't no paper distributed. Everything is in the cop's car.
Officials say that through the help of recent grads and interns, they've been able to create technology like this to both fight crime and assist police.
Having this intel-led policing has been really helpful, being able to pinpoint where the crime is going to be, and then being able to give a heads up or look out for this area, or there's a trend in this area, and it really helps the cops to focus their energy.
According to police, it's the criminals who helped pay for it.
Proceeds that we take from the criminals after we make the arrest, we'll use that same money to buy technology like you see behind us and design stuff.
And at a time when the county is losing officers, new solutions are needed.
I lost 125 this year, I lost 200 last year, so I have to adjust to that. And when I adjust by relying more and more on technology to help us fight crime.
In Mineola, Olivia Evita, LI News Tonight.
Suffolk County Police say a Crime Stoppers tip has led to the arrest of a man wanted for endangering the welfare of a child. But officers had to catch him first. Police say, acting on tips, officers from the Warrant Enforcement Section went to an address on Tarpon Avenue in Medford yesterday afternoon. They say there was a bench warrant for arrest issued in December for 26-year-old Richard Newman of Medford in connection with an endangering the welfare of a child charge in August. Newman was originally arrested in August after he was observed trying to hide drugs and a hypodermic needle close to where his 2 children were sitting in the back of his vehicle during a traffic stop. Police say when officers arrived at the house yesterday, he jumped out a window and ran off with police behind him. They say they were able to track Newman through the snow and found him in a nearby yard. He was also charged with criminal attempt for violating an active order of protection by staying at that Medford address. Police today were withholding the name of a pedestrian who was killed while trying to cross a parkway in Shirley early this morning. It happened a little after 5 this morning on the William Floyd Parkway near Lawrence Road. Police say the victim was hit by a Dodge Caravan driven by a 64-year-old Mastic Beach man. The driver of the Caravan was not injured in the crash. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene by a county medical examiner office worker. No charges were filed, but the police say the vehicle has been impounded for a safety check. Nassau County Police have announced an arrest in connection with a bank robbery in East Meadow back in November. Police say the suspect went into the Roslyn Savings Bank on Front Street and demanded money. He was given cash and escaped. 54-year-old Barry Costa of Uniondale was arrested yesterday, charged with 2 counts of robbery. Police say there were no injuries reported in the robbery and no weapon was displayed. Well, this could finally be the year the New York Jets make it back to the Super Bowl. After defeating their arch rival, the New England Patriots, last week, the Jets will now meet the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend in the AFC Championship game in Pittsburgh for the right to play in this year's big game. The Jets defeated the Steelers earlier this season, so Gang Green could be headed to the Super Bowl for the first time in more than 40 years. We asked fans what they think the outcome of the game will be.
Anything's possible. I mean, they beat the Patriots on Sunday, so I think they can do it. I think they're going to go all the way.
We have all the confidence in the world to win. We beat Peyton Manning and the Colts in their place. We beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in their place. We got Ben Roethlisberger in their place. We win. We're in the Super Bowl. 40-plus years. I can't wait. I'm going to be there.
This will be the second straight appearance in the AFC Championship game for the Jets. They lost to Indianapolis Colts last year, but are hoping for a different outcome this year. You can see the championship game this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. on CBS. Well, it was a down day on Wall Street today. The Dow was down just under 13 points. NASDAQ was down 40.5 points, and the S&P was down a little over 13 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
The Nassau Bar Association is offering a free seminar on planning with your aging parents at its headquarters in Mineola on Wednesday, January 26th at 7 p.m. For reservations, call 516-747-4070. The Roslyn Landmark Society kicks off its 2011 lecture series with Triumvirate, McKim, Mead, and White, Art and Architecture, Scandal and Class in the Gilded Age at Atria of Roslyn on Wednesday, January 26th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 516-625-4363. The One Who Laughs Lasts teaches breast cancer survivors how comedy cures at Adelphi University Alumni House in Garden City on Thursday, January 27th at 7 p.m. For more information, call 516-877-4325. Or check out Milton Avery and the End of Modernism at the Nassau County Museum of Art in Roslyn Harbor through May 8th, Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. till 4:45 p.m. For more information, log on to www.nassaumuseum.org/events. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyiT.edu.
In Melville, J.B. Buno, LI News Tonight.
In Bethpage, Stephen Katove, LI News Tonight.
At Belmont Park, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
These are just a few of the people who have been reporting the news for LI News Tonight over the past year, and you could be one of them. Television news is an exciting and challenging career that could put you in the middle of what's happening and in touch with the people who are making the news. A career in television news journalism can offer you the opportunity to work as a reporter, camera person, or videotape editor, or any number of behind-the-scenes jobs, including producing or manning the assignment desk. And it's a career that can be yours by joining the LI News Tonight news team. Produced at studios on the campus of the New York Institute of Technology, LI News Tonight offers television news internships that can earn you college credits and the possibility of being on the air in just a few weeks. LI News Tonight has been the jumping-off point for many local and national news professionals, and you could be next. Call 516-686-7952 for more information on how to enroll for LI News Tonight, and let us put you on the air. Some top world headlines today. President Barack Obama says a state visit by Chinese President Hu Jintao is laying the foundation for deeper prosperity between the two nations. Hu was at the White House today for a day of meetings on security, trade, economic, and other matters. He's also being treated to a lavish state dinner. The Chinese president says cooperation between the U.S. and China should be based on mutual respect. Hu says the two nations should seek to learn from each other and forge ahead toward a world of peace. And he says he hopes his visit to the U.S. will open a new chapter in cooperation as partners. The United States Geological Service has reported a major earthquake in a remote area in southwestern Pakistan, measuring 7.4 on the Richter scale. The earthquake struck about 1:30 a.m. local time today in a province near the border with Afghanistan. Local TV reports said the earthquake was felt in several provinces of the country. Initial reports of damage were not yet available. Earthquakes often rattle that region. A magnitude 7.6 quake in 2005 killed about 80,000 people and left more than 3 million people homeless. And the U.S. Navy says it has recovered the body of an American sailor who fell overboard in the Gulf of Oman. A search was launched yesterday evening after the sailor was reported missing from the destroyer USS Halsey. The Bahrain-based U.S. Fifth Fleet said the sailor's body was recovered today. The sailor was reported missing after failing to report for watch duty. Well, researchers are finding that students aren't learning much in college, and they aren't being challenged. A study of more than 2,300 undergraduates found 45% of students show no significant improvement in critical thinking, complex reasoning, and writing by the end of their sophomore years. And the study found not much is asked of students either. Half didn't take any course requiring 20 pages of writing during their prior semester, and a third didn't take a single course requiring even 40 pages of reading per week. The study also found that the students who learned more are those who studied alone, read and wrote more, attended more selective schools, and majored in traditional arts and sciences. Well, after some morning showers, we had a mostly cloudy, dismal day today. The high was up near 40 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low in the mid-20s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high in the upper 20s. Friday, some morning snow with a high around 30 degrees. Saturday, partly cloudy, a high in the low 20s. And the outlook for Sunday, a chance of a few snow showers with a high in the low 20s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.